Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is yet another installment of the Married Man Side Heffa Saga. So before I get started, I just want to let y'all know there really won't be anything, if at all, about the original Married Man in this because he has been on vacation for the last week. He comes back like tomorrow or the day after. And I would tell y'all about that. So I really do have a little bit, just a little bit to share as far as that is concerned, just a little bit. But anyway, so the newest married man, we've become like somewhat like really cool like work friends, I guess you could say, because like he really is. He be killing me like for real. Like y'all understand. Like for those of y'all who have watched some of my later videos, most recent video uploads, I've mentioned briefly that found out some terrible news about my mama, and it's just a lot going on, and it's just taking everything in me to just do much of anything. Like when I first found out some stuff, it already was taking everything in me not to call out of work and just not just I just wanted to just lay in the bed and not get up. So it's just a lot going on, y'all. So as always, lift me and my family up in prayer. A lot is going on, y'all. I just don't even know where it's gonna go, how it's gonna end. It's just too much. Like it's a lot, and I don't even want to think about it. But I said all that to say that him and like a few of my other coworkers, they don't even know what's going on, and they have been helping me tremendously. I have been laughing like crazy. Like it helps me to keep my mind off of all this stuff that's going on. So yeah, y'all. Okay, so maybe I know it had to have been last week sometime. Last week sometime I was talking to him and he approached me because we weren't working in the same department. Like the last like couple of weeks, they've been making it so he's nowhere near me. And whenever we do speak, it has been him in passing when he's walking to his break, or he'll come while he's on his way to break or coming back from his break, and he'll come over to me and then start talking to me about something or whatever. Even then, the side heifer was mad. But anyway, I digress. So he approached me. He was like, "Yeah, uh, tell me why." He either said she told him or the married dude that she's screwing told him that he was going on vacation for a week and his wife has a family home or some cabins or something somewhere in the Carolinas, and that's where he gonna be at. Because I always play with him, and I'm like, oh, you need to go ahead, add her to the, let her go ahead and add you to the roster, man. Every time I say anything like that, there he be done. Y'all don't be understand. His reaction be taking me out. I really, one day I almost slid down in the floor. He had me cracking up so bad. So anyway, I was like, oh, okay. Because the last time this man was off for a week for his vacation, she took off the entire week as well. And that was one of the most peaceful weeks that I've had since I've been at that job. Yes, Lord. And guess what, y'all? She took a random day today. And I really feel like the reason why she took the random day today off was because this was going to be like his last day off. And you know, sometimes like if you go on a vacation, you take a day or two afterwards to kind of get yourself settled back in because you know you got to prepare yourself to go back to work or, you know, just regular life. I feel like that's what he did. And so she was like, all right, he done been with his wife all this week. So let me get my little side heifer activities to going because I ain't seen him in a week. I really feel like that's what it was because she normally don't take off. The only time she's taken off before this was when she took off for that week when he was off. And I really feel like the wife didn't even know. I feel like his wife does not know how our days go. I feel like she don't know how many regular holidays we get. I don't feel like she knows the exact holidays we get because they don't recognize all the holidays that they used to anymore. I feel like she does not know how many regular vacation days, how many individual ones, and how many like other days. Because I literally, you basically could say that I have 3 weeks of vacation time, and I've already used a week and maybe a day, a week and a half already, and I have 2 weeks left that I got to use. So, y'all, I really feel like the wife didn't know and he was just out with her because she literally took off that whole week. And I'm like, oh, they both off at the same time. Oh, okay. I wonder if his wife know. I really feel like he was just laid up with her. And because we still get paid for that time off, she wouldn't know no difference from the checks. You know what I'm saying? Because he still was going to be contributing, doing what he's supposed to do at the house or whatever. So that's what I think was going on with that. But anyway, so he was telling me about that, and I was like, oh, okay. And like, every time I get the opportunity, I say, you need to go ahead, let her add you to the roster. She's trying to get you added to that roster, man. Every time I look up, this man roll up on me like, man, she's so ugly, man. He told me he would never. Tell me why this man just said. This man just said yesterday, y'all. This man said out of his mouth yesterday. Because I brought it up again. Like maybe once or twice a week, I'll say something about it, joking with him. This man said to me, he was like, nah, man, I can't do it. I'll probably end up with erectile dysfunction or something fooling with her. I was like, what? I was like, what? What are you talking about? Yo, like, he is just so turned off by her. Like, and then, I don't know if it's just how she looked or if something happened to her when she was a child or something. Like, I can't describe it. Like, she 41, right? Now, I'm not much younger than her. And I feel like I don't look 40 or but I don't feel like I might look my age or whatever because I'm not even 40 yet. I feel like maybe I look my age. I don't know. Then my gray hairs messed me up too, y'all. My gray hairs be doing the most. And they ain't even doing that bad in this video. Some days it just look like white spot. Like it just be doing the most. But anyway, she looks old in the face. And then it's like something that's like, I don't know what it is. We was working together, right? This was my last day of work. We was working together on Tuesday, which was my Friday, which is his Friday too, but he volunteers. Y'all, I get into that in a few minutes. And so I'm happy because this is like one of the few times that, like, normally on my last day of work, especially if I don't have to come in, man, some kind of way they end up working the mule out of me. And it'll be the most random stuff. I'm like, I can't have a decent, normal, smooth day. It's like the universe just knows that it's my last day of my work week and it just want to try me. But we had an amazing day. Amazing day that day, y'all. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, okay. So this man came up to me. I didn't even say nothing to him. Like, I didn't even joke about him being added to the roster this day. He just randomly was like, man, I just can't do it. I was like, what? He was like, I can't do it, man. I would never be able to have sex with her, man. She's just so ugly. Then he was like, and then on top of that, she got the swoop. What is this swoop? I don't even understand. I was like, what? What is a swoop? So it's something that's like on her face. Like I said, I really feel like it's just her face drooping in some kind of way. I don't know. It look like I don't even want to say it's a cut. I don't know what it is. It's like something that's like right here or something. It's so random. And it like adds to her looking super old in the face. I don't know what it is, but he said that make her look even uglier. Like, he had me dying. I feel like the way he said with his New York accent be killing me. So anyway, I don't feel like he's here for like cheating anyway. Like I feel like he's one of those people where, like, if he thinks somebody look nice, he'll say it, at least so far from what he's done towards me. I know he lived for me, but he ain't, tried me. He ain't did the most like the married dude that she screwing and child. So anyway, sip on my ice water on that. So look, he be killing me like today, y'all. Oh my gosh. We worked together today in the worst department at that place. I have not worked in that department in like maybe 2-3 months. And I'm very happy to say that the last few times that I worked over there, it's been amazing. And it's weird because everybody that go over there hate it. Like, they'll come in and look at the schedule and be like, I gotta be over there. They already be mad off rip, ain't even hardly clocked in. Me, I pray before I get to work. I meditate. I pray before I go to sleep. All of that, and I pray while I'm at work. Like I'm constantly trying to meditate and just clear my mind of all the stupidity and all the negativity that might try to pop up and creep into the situation. I just be like, no. So, we ended up working together, and like it's funny because one of the people whose department that actually is, he was the only one from that department that was there. But they had him working in a different capacity today. And that's the dude I've told y'all about who has the widowmaker heart. And so he saw me. I'd be doggone. I barely done clocked in. He was like, oh yeah, I see they got you in my department. And I rolled up on him. I said, why they got me in your department? Why ain't you in your own department? And I was playing with him. I already knew why. But anyway, so he was like, you have to do some work today. You got to do some work. I was like, I always do work. So don't even try to come. Like, it's funny, y'all, because it'll be a whole lot of people around. And depending on who I'm talking to, I don't care. Y'all go hear this conversation. But people be getting their it's funny because today, every single time I was minding my business and on my break, somebody was talking to me. Like the main person that I'm paired with who works in my department with me, man, they've been trying him. When I tell you they've been trying him, every time you look up, they telling him he has to come in early or he got to stay over. So he been pulling 12-hour shifts. He have dead. One day, y'all, I think I told y'all, or I thought I did. Okay, so let's just imagine that I didn't tell y'all. So my last day was Thursday of my days off, right? And so before I could wind down to go to sleep so I could prepare for Friday, because that's my first day of my week, tell me why these people called. I was like, I feel like this is one of the work numbers. I'm not going to answer. I don't be answering my phone like that. I really don't. So I waited for it to go to the voicemail, checked the voicemail message. They had the audacity to say, hey, we were just calling to see if you were interested in the opportunity. And I'm like, opportunity? They were like, we were just calling to see if you were interested in the opportunity to come in and work early. And I'm like, I'm not trying to pull no 12-hour shift. Leave me alone. Yes, I need the money. But I feel like I should not have to come up in there and do that. I feel like I should not have to do all of that. I still got this in and ain't listening to nothing. Y'all, excuse me. Cause I was like, what is wrong with me? But yeah, y'all, ain't no opportunity. Y'all working the mule out of us. And this is the crazy, sad / hilarious part about all of that. They ended up calling everybody that does the exact same job that I do. I ain't answer my phone and I ain't calling back because I don't have to, because I was scheduled off. So I don't have to come in until my shift starts. Well, the person that I am paired with most of the week, every week, they called him. He was already at work. They had already made it mandatory for him to, on his very first day of the week, his first day of the week is Thursday, and my first day of the week is Friday. They had him come in early. So he already was pulling the 12. I be doggone if them people called him while he was on his break, and he looked at his phone like, okay. Answered the phone. And he told them people, I'm already at work right now. Like, no, like he was so tired of his spirit, y'all. And then like that same day, he ended up coming from the place that he was in. Cause first of all, they put him in the worst department to start off for 4 hours. And then he ended up coming to our department, which, we used to our department. It is what it is. He didn't know what was going on. I already told y'all before, we have like certain like paperwork that we got to fill out before we really start for the day. And he normally, like when we together, I let him do it because he has a different way of doing it. And I'm like, you've been here 2-3 years, you do it or whatever. Every now and again, I do it. That day he did it, y'all. It was so off. It was so bad to the point where the people who came in behind us, he had to tell them, I'm sorry, I put the wrong amount of this on there and whatever. And it just was what it was. I was like, it is what it is. Look. So it was a mess. They have this man completely discombobulated. And my thing is this, I ain't got time. I'm not volunteering to do nothing. I am not coming in unless I am next in line on the rotation list. And tell me why today when I came in. I didn't pay attention. The same guy who was in my department when I went on my first break, we ended up going to our breaks at the same time. And so he was like, they got you working at this time, coming in early on this day. I was like, huh, what you talking about? And so he was like, well, you ain't supposed to be the next one in line, whatever, whatever. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Nuh-uh, what you talking about? So he explained it to me, y'all, excuse me. It's this rain is lulling me to sleep, y'all. It is raining. It feels good. And y'all see I got long sleeves on. I had long sleeves on yesterday. But by the time I started doing my video, I started warming up, and so I pushed them up. But yeah, y'all, so ignore me. It's cool and I love it. And he was like, you ain't even the next one in line. One person is out, but the other person came back and he is at the top of the list. So yeah. And then the married dude, the newest married dude, he essentially took my spot. So that alleviates me from having to even come in early. So I was like, ooh, Lord, thank you. And this man tells me every single week, just in case I forget, if I'm not already working, I will take your spot for you, especially if it's on our days off, because he and I have the same exact schedule. So until they, do what they do and he go to another shift, then he gonna take my spot for me. Shoot. Golly, that one week that he took off, he had the audacity to take off work and go spend time with his family. But, he needed it, though. He been pulling 12s left and right, and I'm like, I'm here for it. He's doing all of this because he had some random stuff he was doing around the house that he wanted to get done and paid off. But right now, all the overtime that he has been accumulating, he told me that it is because he is trying to gift his son and his daughter-in-law to be money for their wedding. So I was like, that's sweet. He is going to be going to Africa. He's going to be stationed in Africa. And so he's just trying to, give them like a little nest egg money, I guess you could say. I don't know, but he's trying to set it up. I was like, look at you. But yeah, y'all, it's just been so interesting. And then like, y'all, oh my gosh, tell me why so much stuff popped off today. Like, we had an amazing day. We didn't have no issues. Like, it was a really smooth day. We work well together. That's why I had to tell old boy who tried to come at me this morning. He was like, oh, you had to work. I was like, we work well together, so we ain't gonna have no issues. And then like at one point in time in the day, he came over to check on us and he was like, well, all I gotta say is y'all keep y'all drama over there. Don't bring it over here because we don't have no drama over here. I was like, well, I ain't got no drama. I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, well, you know what I'm talking about, but I was like, see, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I really be minding my business in my own little world, and this Heffa creates stupidity for no reason. And I'm just like, girl, bye. So anyway, me and old boy, we had a really, really, really good day today. We really did. Man, he kept coming up to me telling me stuff. Like, it really is like some of the most random stuff that really do happen. And it be killing me. And we was just dying laughing at each other today. Like, he just don't understand how much I needed to laugh. Like, all this stuff just clouded my mind and with my mama and family members. It's just so much stuff going on that I really need distractions and stuff like that. I need to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And I love to laugh anyway. And it's just been really hard to smile and laugh, like for real, genuinely, since I found out all this stuff, especially with my mama. Like, my mama is the worst off, and I'm just so try not to even think about it because I'm gonna start crying. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, y'all. Y'all excuse me, I had to drink me some more of my ice water. But yeah, we had a great day today. And old girl took off. She took off, and I really feel like it's because this is gonna be his last day off. And he might have been making his wife think he going to work, but he didn't. And he linked up with her at her house or at a hotel or something, because why would she just take off? Usually when she take off, word gets around, and I hear that she was with him anyway, even though I already would suspect that anyway, because it's like, oh, you off? And you off? Uh-huh, y'all doing something together, because, yeah. And it's not like, oh, he just so happened to have the same days off that she have off. No, that's completely, they have completely different days off from one another. So that ain't never the case. So I really feel like I could bet on this and win. So yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, like I was telling y'all earlier, I feel like myself and the newest married dude, we are like really good work friends. He's very respectful. He already said what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he liked what he said. It is what it is. I mean, he said what he said. I respect it. It is what it is. And he don't come at me sideways. And it's to the point where almost every single time we work together or whenever he has the opportunity, he talks about his wife and he talks about his kids. And I mean, I respect that because in every other situation, especially since I moved away from home, any dude that approaches me that likes what they see in the slightest, they will talk to me as if they are single. And other people will have to tell me that this person is married because I'm like, you sure ain't moving like somebody that's married. Like, you making a point not to tell me that you married. Like, when I was at the first job that I got when I first moved here, I have this friend. She's like 10, 15 years older than me. It's an older lady. And her birthday is literally 1 week before mine. But anyway, she is so sweet. She is a whole vibe. Like, she used to keep me dying laughing when I needed it because I'd be going through. And it's like she just knew. So anyway, this guy would approach me. Like, when I tell you nobody wanted him at all, nobody thought he was cute, didn't nobody think he was handsome, wasn't nobody here for him at all. They used to be like, oh, he goofy, oh, he weird. And it was literally just him loving to be silly, loving like music. Like, he loved music. And it was crazy because like he will bust out and sing certain songs. And I'm looking at him like, you as a black man know this song? You as a black person know this song? Like, it's like, I mean, of course there are black people that know like pretty much everything, but I'm just saying like the particular songs, the area that I'm living in right now, like most people the black people ain't here for certain country music and certain pop songs or whatever. And so look at him like, and you know all the lyrics. It ain't like Jolene, 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 Jolene. Like everybody know that. Everybody know that. Everybody know Caroline. What is it? Sweet Caroline. Like everybody know the little stuff like that. But the stuff that he was singing, I was like, oh. And it was to the point where I'm silly too. Like I will sing along with you, and everybody was looking at us sideways, like. And it was just like, it was always a whole vibe. And when he first saw me, before he switched shifts and ended up working on the shift with me, and keep in mind, this whole time, I was in a relationship and he was in a relationship. He was married. Now, I was in a whole relationship. I ain't care nothing about what he had going on. I just didn't know he was married. But this is the gist of it all, y'all. He would talk to me and live for me and did the most and was asking around about me, trying to figure out if I had a man or not, like all the other dudes who always, for whatever reason, are interested in me. And I'm just like, how you know what my situation is? But I don't even hardly be knowing these people's names, let alone what their relationship status is. So anyway, my friend found out that he was married because I left to go do something. And then when I came back, she had went off. I saw the look on her face. I was like, what's wrong with you? She was like, that bastard. I was like, who? She went off. She said, that bastard been lying to you. I said, who? And so she said his name, and she was like, he's married. I don't like that. Why he over here talking to you like that and acting like that towards you? And he got a wife at home. Like, and she went off. It's a white woman, y'all. It's a white older woman. She had me dying. And she is a whole vibe. Y'all be understanding. So anyway, so she went off. Like, she told me what she did. She said she went off on him. And she said, how dare you? Like, don't be trying to talk to my friend. You got a wife and though. Why you ain't never say you had a wife before? Why you acting like you ain't got no wife? Da, 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 da. And she's married. And so she said it all the way off. And like, she had turned red and everything. So I was like, what's wrong with you? And that's what she told me, everything that happened. Like, she sent him away and everything. Because normally he'll like stand right there and will entertain us like all day. That's how crazy that was. But anyway, to make a long story short, it got to the point where other people was like, oh, he got a little bit of money. Ooh, now all of a sudden he looks good to me. Ooh, now I want to associate with him. And I was just like, just stop. And it's funny because the main dude who was into me, who was this, he became a supervisor. This man was fine. Again, y'all, I was in a relationship, and he wasn't in a relationship. Y'all, this man was so fine. It ain't make no sense. If I was single, I probably would have had a baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This man was so fine. It ain't make no sense. I was like, sir. But the thing is, we just had like amazing conversations, and people used to be jealous because he would talk to me, and I'm like, you know, I got a boyfriend. You've met my boyfriend before. You've seen my boyfriend before. Why y'all acting like I'm over here thotting and bopping when I'm not? Now, I had no idea that this man liked me until other people told me. He had other people who was working with him come tell me that he liked me, and I was like, what? And other people was like, oh my gosh, she is so fine. Like, I'm the type of person that when I'm in a relationship, 99.99% of the time, it's like I don't even see you. I'm like, hi. And I'm just talking to you like you're an inanimate object. Like if you're a whole other dude. I ain't even see the fineness. I ain't even see the fineness until my ex started doing all the stuff he was doing. And I was just like, woo. Well, no wonder people mad. So yeah, y'all. It's just a mess out here. But in that situation, he wasn't married. But like most of these other people be setting it off, and all of them be having whole wives at the house. And I'm like, why is you rolling up on me? Leave me alone. I ain't never told none of y'all that I was down for none of this. So I don't understand why y'all be rolling up. Child. Yeah, the married dude at this job has yet to tell me what it is that he needed 2 to 3 minutes of my time for. I honestly feel like, I think I told y'all this before, I honestly feel like she looked down and she saw him when he doubled back, and he asked me, what time was I going on my break? Like, he don't know. He the main person up in there know what, shoot, at this point, he probably know when I'm ovulating. I am so serious. Like, that is how much attention to me he pays. He pays way too much attention to me. Now, now I've told y'all before, we don't work together or whatever, but he works. It's like he works in my department, but he don't work nowhere near me doing nothing relating to what I do. But he essentially does work in my department. But yeah, the other person who was working alongside him went to another shift, and he married. And like I told y'all before, he is the one who I would roll up on. But I found out on accident that he married. I'm like, but you was trying to talk to my friend, and you be looking at me like you would give me the business too. And I mean, y'all, he was setting it off in the beginning, and I'm just like, you was not acting like you was married. I don't understand. Why can't y'all give this energy to y'all wives, and why can't the single people give this energy to the other single people? Because y'all be doing the most. I just be so tired. I just be like, what is wrong with all of y'all? I don't be understanding. Excuse me. I had to take a sip of my water. But yeah, y'all. I really feel like the Heffa looked down and saw us talking, which was him approaching me, asking me what time I was going on my break, like he didn't know my breaks. And doing all that, like she literally looked down. As soon as I looked up the stairs, she was looking down. And then all of a sudden she stopped what she was doing, and she just all of a sudden started texting. I was like, oh, she probably texted him, cussing him out. Oh. Yeah, I really can't. But today was a lovely day because she wasn't there. Hallelujah in the name. But she'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully she will get her days off on, wait a minute, what's today? No. I think I saw her on the schedule. Dang it, I got excited for a second. Because she be off on Sundays and Mondays if they don't assign her to work. I think I saw her name on the schedule. Dang nabbit. I was about to say, we're about to have a 3 days without this Heffa. Yeah. But yeah, I think this Heffa gonna be there. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much all that happened. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to this foolishness. I'll be back with another update another day.